Hello friends, this is Shashi Agarwal channel. I, Dr. Shashi Agarwal, welcome you all. Today our subject is economic development and policy in India, and the topic is the concept of growth and development. Under the topic, the concept of growth and development, we are going to cover, first of all, we will understand what is the meaning of the growth, what is the meaning of the development, what are the elements of the development, and what is the difference between the growth and development. Its written note, they will be available at my blog very shortly. The concept of growth and development, the lecture will also be available in Hindi at my second channel, Shashi Agarwal Economics and Law Classes. First of all, we will understand what is the importance of the growth and development. The term, when we talk about the term economic development and economic growth, which indicate the economic prosperity, progress of a country. When we talk about the economic development and the economic growth, it means the people, they are having better quality of life, they are much better higher standard of living as compared to the previous one. In the modern times, whether the economy is a rich, whether it's a poor economy, whether it's a developed nation, whether it's a underdeveloped nation, whether it's a developing nation, they all are facing the problem or issues which are related to growth and development. So growth and development are the main issue which is significant to the all types of the economy. Two terms were used as synonym of each other, but economists like J.A. Schumpeter, Ursula Hicks and Kindleberger, they consider these both are separate concepts. Growth means refer to long-term increase in real national income or real national output. When we talk about the growth, it means there is a long-term increase, not the short-term increase. When real national income or real national output increases in the short term, that doesn't mean growth. There should be long-term increase, that has to be called the growth. And when we talk about the economic development, that is much broader than the growth, because it includes the quantitative changes, increase in real national income or real national output long term, but also qualitative changes like the welfare of people also increases, the institutional changes are there, social changes are there, like the poverty is reducing, inequality is reducing, people having better facilities. So economic development is broader, it includes the quantitative as well as the qualitative changes. When we talk about the economic development, it includes both economic growth as well as the social welfare. Economic growth means now we have understood the slight difference between the growth and development. Now we'll understand both the terms in depth. What is the meaning of economic growth? When we talk about the economic growth, it refers to long-term increase in real national income or real national output. If there is a short-term increase, that doesn't mean that is economic growth. When we talk about the economic growth, there should be long-term increase, and that increase should be in the real terms, not in the monetary terms. Value of the national income or national output may increase when the prices of goods and services remain constant. Then there is an increase in the production of goods and services. This is called the growth. Here the increasing in real terms, that should be in the long term. When prices of goods and services are increasing but production remain constant, like earlier we were producing 100 units, still we are producing 100 units, but the value, because the price has increased, so the value of those goods is more than as compared to the last year. That is the monetary changes, not the real changes. When we talk about the economic growth, we consider the growth in terms of when there is a long-term increase in the real national income or real national output, when the prices of goods and services remain constant, and there is a more flow of production of goods and services. Economic growth when production of goods and services increase without increasing the prices of goods and services. So this is the real growth. When there is an increase, the quantity is increasing. that is the more flow of goods and services, and there is a more improvement in the economic welfare of the people. But when we talk about the economic growth, we have to see whether the population is also increasing, because when the population is increasing, then there is no growth in the real terms. But when population of a country remain constant, real growth implies increased availability of goods and services to per person in the economy, not the growth of real national income, but real per capita income, which should be taken as a true indicator of the economic well-being of the country. Here we say the per capita income approach should be taken, because here we could measure the economic well-being of the country in better way. Economic growth is a process of sustained rise in per capita real output of the people of a country for a longer period. Professor Mayer has defined economic growth as the process whereby per capita real income of the country increases over a long period of time. Professor Salvatore, economic growth has been defined as the process whereby a country real per capita gross national product or income increases over a sustained period of time through continuing increasing in per capita productivity. So what is economic growth? That is the rate at which economy grow year after year. How we calculate the percentage? The formula is GDP of the T period minus the GDP of previous period divided by the GDP of the previous period into 100. GDP of the T period minus GDP of T minus 1 divided by GDP T minus 1 into 100. GDP refer to the gross domestic product, which is caused by the increase in output for the flow of more goods and services. So here we want to measure the growth rate. GDP in the year 70,000 in the 2018, 2019 it is 18,000, so difference is 10,000 divided by 70,000 into 100, the rate is 14.28%. In this way, we will calculate the economic growth rate. So, actual growth rate refer to the growth actually realized. During the financial year 2014-15, the actual growth rate was 7.2%. When we talk about the actual growth rate, what our economy actually does, how it performs in terms of the flow of goods and services. Like you are studying in BCom final year, your target is to get 95%. That is your target marks, but what actually you receive, get marks 85%. So that is your actual achievement 85%. Your target was 95%. In the same way, the economy has target, that is the potential growth. GDP, the Central Statistical Office has estimated the GDP growth to be 6.8% in 2018 and 19. 2017 and 18 it was 7.2%. In 2016 and 17 it was 8.2%. Presently it is 5%. So this is the target growth. Potential growth refer to the achievable growth, expected growth rate. Like you have fixed the target of achieving 95%, but what you got 85%. When all the resources available in the economy are fully utilized at their normal level of utilization. Potential growth almost coincides with the concept of the targeted growth. We may achieve our potential growth or we may not achieve. That is the actual achievement. Economic development is much broader than the economic growth because it includes quantitative changes as well as qualitative changes. Quantitative changes like increase in national output or income or per capita output. But qualitative change means increase in the rate of the literacy, improvement in the healthcare facility, conservation of energy. Here we are measuring the changes which are taking place in qualitative wise. Economic development includes both economic growth as well as social welfare. Pramit Chaudhary, Seaman, Kuznets, Smarrier and Baldwin say national income should be used, it is a better national income as an ideal economic development criteria. Salvatore and Peterson and Lune and J. Weiner say per capita income is a better technique to measure the economic development. Colin Clark and Kindleberger say it is the economic welfare should be used to measure the economic development. Colin Clark, economic development is simply an increase in the economic welfare. Mayer and Baldwin, economic development is the process whereby real per capita income of the country increases over a long period of time. MP Todorov, economic development, multidimensional. Economic growth is a single dimensional because here we measure the quantitative. But when we talk about the economic development, it means what are the major changes which are taking place in the social structure, how the population's attitude is changing, National Institute, as well as the acceleration of the economic growth, reduction of inequality between the haves and have not, and eradication of the absolute poverty. Increase in real national income is equal to real national income or national income at constant price. That is the conventional. Real national income is measured by the purchasing power of the people, that is the monetary income divided by the index of the price level into 100. Other things being equal, better off with greater flow of goods and services, there should be some things should be constant, like population should be constant, because if there is an increase in real national income but there is a rise in population and environmental degradation, rise in equality, then there is a growth without the welfare of the masses. When we want to measure the development, the population should be stable, constant, there should not be environmental degradation, and there should be reduction in the inequality of wealth and people among haves and have-nots. Rise in real per capita income, that is the better indicator of the economic development, because per capita income also takes into consideration what are the changes which are taken in the population size, like the earlier approach that was not taking the changes in the population size. So real per capita income is equal to real national income divided by the population. Increase in economic welfare, the level of economic activity and distribution of income and wealth of a country in conditions of economic development. The economic welfare should increase. Real per capita income should also increase. The number of people below the poverty line should decrease. There should be reduction in inequality, and the common man, they should enjoy better life and better facilities, and they should have access to better life. Structural, institutional and technical changes should take place, because when we talk about the development includes growth but also structural, institutional and technical changes. Like earlier, what was our composition? The share of GDP, the share of primary sector was more, but as the economy is growing and developing, so the service sector is 53% and the industrial sector is 29%, and approximately 17% is the share of primary sector. So the share of primary sector is reducing. Structural changes are taking place. Process of development, there should be substantial shift in the level of productivity. There should be technical know-how. They should use the latest technology, and the productivity should be matter more. When we talk about the output, it should be the function of the productivity, not depending upon the factor inputs. Sustained process of change, there should be long-term phenomena of economic prosperity and social equality. There should be long-term changes in the demand pattern, like the people, they should have better quality of life, their income, their purchasing power is improving, so aggregate demand is becoming equal to the aggregate supply. So other elements like educational facility, effective medical services, availability and quality of infrastructure, roads, communication, power, water supply and sewerage disposal. Well, these are all the economic and social infrastructure. When we talk about the economic development, it is much broader. It is much more multidimensional because it includes quantitative as well as qualitative. When we talk about the economic development, so there should be changes in the economic, social infrastructure, institutional, technical changes should also take place, and the welfare of the people should also enhance. In the end, we could say development employs not only sustained rise in per capita income over long period of time, also means increase in economic welfare. There is a reduction in the equality of income and wealth between the rich and poor, and the people are getting more opportunity for getting the jobs, and there are structural, institutional and technological changes. So what is the difference between the growth and development? Economic growth, it's a single dimensional because it is only related with the national income or per capita income increase. But when we talk about the economic development, it's multidimensional and much broader because it is concerned with the income changes as well as the structural changes. Economic growth is a quantitative concept. It is only concerned with the increase in per capita income. But economic development is qualitative as well as quantitative concept. It is concerned with the quality in life along with increase in per capita income. Economic growth, there should be continuously and steady changes, but when we talk about economic development, that there is a spontaneous and discontinuous changes, like when we there is a structural changes, like earlier the primary sector was much earlier we were dependent upon agriculture. Now the share of the service is going on increasing. There should be spontaneous and discontinuous changes, like the technology which we were using earlier, now that has become outdated. Now we are changing, we are using the latest technology. So the economic development should be spontaneous and discontinuous changes. Here the growth is possible without development, because when the per capita income is increasing, it doesn't mean there is a reduction in the inequality. Development is the determinant of the growth. Changes in the techniques of production, social attitude, institution and the welfare of the people is also increases. So development is possible. Development basically development, when there is a development, then there it has to be big growth. Growth could be possible without development, but when we talk about the development, it means there is a there is a change in the economic welfare of the people also. Economic growth is used with reference to stabilizing the situation of full employment. When we say economic real income is increases in rich country, that is the economic growth. But when we say it is increasing in underdeveloped nation, it's economic development. Economic development used with reference to fuller utilization of the natural and human resources. Economic growth considers the does not consider the distribution of income. There may be inequality among the people. People may not be getting better goods. May not be some of the population may not be getting the things. But when we talk about the economic development, it also consider inequality is reducing. The people are having more access to better goods, more better life.